That's brilliant.
I have Jeff Riseley here, the founder of Sales Health Alliance, and we're talking about how crucial it is to be mindful of our mental health as a salesperson, especially right now. So, hello, Jeff.
Hey, Sara Marie, how are you?
I'm good. Jeff, you have a free ebook out right now that folks can download. I found it actually right on your LinkedIn page, and it's titled Start Talking Mental Health in Sales. I've been flipping through it myself and reading through it, and I am eating it up like candy. You have so much helpful content in there. I know that day 7, I think it is the one that I've been looking at most recently through everything that's going on. And in that daily tip, you speak about how to handle missing your sales target. And I know that it's a harsh reality for a lot of people this month. So talk us through that one. What's that one all about?
Yeah, so just in general, like sales targets are usually, the majority of them are set for a lot of the team to miss target and to make them challenging. And companies have been in hyper growth mode for so long that these really aggressive sales targets have just been growing nonstop. And yeah, especially right now with everything that's going on with the coronavirus, unfortunately, there's probably going to be a lot of salespeople and sales teams that are going to be missing their sales targets. So right now, like it's absolutely critical. You need to really embrace the failure that comes with missing target, and it's really on the sales leader to help create an environment where it's okay to fail. It's okay to miss your sales target. Micro failure that happens over and over and over again, where teams are able to learn and get better and better. And unfortunately, within sales, there's this misconception that if you miss your sales target once or twice, that you might be on the chopping block. You might see a performance improvement program coming around the corner. And especially in a time like this, the reason why that's concerning and it would not be the best strategy to implement with your team is it keeps your rep operating under fear. They're anxious, they're scared, not only about what's going on in the world, but even just from the job security standpoint. And as a result, the emotional part of their brain is focused on going through those anxious thoughts, and all of their conscious energy is being directed towards worrying. And as a result, it shuts down the part of the brain they need the most right now, which is creativity, problem solving, looking for ways to succeed when things are looking pretty impossible.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I mean, I think that there's a lot of people right now that they do have great leadership, and that leadership is showing a lot of grace and compassion this month. But then there are the folks that still have that expectation put on them of, hey, you still have to hit this target this month. So what do you suggest to those individuals that maybe don't have that grace shown to them, but they need to provide that grace to themselves? They need to have that compassion to themselves. How do you suggest kind of handling that as an individual?
Yeah, so at an individual level, like it's extremely important to start implementing a daily routine that includes like various self-care activities. Like I know for myself, like meditation is a huge one. Even though we're quarantined inside, you need to figure out a way to get that heart rate up, start doing some exercises. Cold showers have been like a really important thing for me to help detach from like
You're like the third person to mention that to me. What is it with the cold showers?
The cold is so intense. So if you're like caught in a worry loop that just you can't break, you just start consistently thinking, I'm going to lose my job or won't be able to support my family. The cold is so intense that it helps disconnect it, really focused on the intensity of the cold. And it helps kind of give you that grounding base to slow those thoughts down, acknowledge that they're just big waves of emotions and you just can let them pass. So self-care is going to be extremely important for the reps that might be in less ideal situations. But then the other thing that I'd say is start running many of experiments to try new things, because your sales process, everyone's sales process right now has been totally smashed overnight.
Yeah.
And a lot of big organizations are just looking to trim the fat and stick with the same process and make it through this tough time. If you're a rep, you need to innovate right away, start experimenting little things here and there.
Yeah, no, I love that. I mean, I think that, you've got to trust your gut. right? If you know what you're doing and you know what you sell, you know the product or the service that you do, that's your expertise. And you can't wait for leadership to tell you how to innovate. You've got to do it yourself. Trust your gut and trust your own creativity. So that's a great
100%. Three big things I'm working on. It's like the Wellness Wednesday automated webinar for like to navigate this this time. And then if your sales team, if you feel like your sales team needs more coaching and support, I can deliver all my content virtually. So yeah, that's awesome. It's all great. Mm-hmm.
As people are seeing this, how do they get in contact with you? How do they tap into some of these resources that you have?
Yeah, so I got some free resources on the on saleshealthalliance.com. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I try to post something every single day just to kind of, put some insightful content around what's happening. Mm-hmm. But if you want to talk to me more about kind of like doing something with your sales team, you can email me at jeff@saleshealthalliance.com. And the webinar specific to the coronavirus that I'm working on, hoping to have that out sort of end of this week, early next week, and try and make it fairly accessible. So yeah, lots of good things to look forward to.
Awesome. Yeah. Good deal. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today. And I hope that this is something that is going to be helpful to the people that I know, and that they can kind of get in contact with you and really promote mental health through all of this. So thank you very much.
No, thank you.
That's brilliant.